Alrighty, everybody. Welcome to the stream. Tonight is Serendipity, 7 p.m. Tuesday night, cash Scrims. There's also a giveaway going on, so if you do want to enter the giveaway, join the server. But make sure you leave a like, subscribe, screenshot it, and send your screenshot on over to their server in the giveaway channel, and it's free for you to do, and it only just takes a few seconds to do as well. So we shall see how tonight is going to go for these teams fighting for the number one spot of $40 tonight. And with that being said, the teams tonight that we do have playing, we have Beam Esports, Mpire Esports, HexFall, Nucleotide Esports, Vikings Esports, Asian Tees, Real Gunners Esports, Retirados Gaming, Broken Esports, Rival 6, Checkers, What's Good Esports, Velocity, Golden Phyra, X-Rated, Villains, New Era, Shoot to Survive Esports, Sentinels, 4 Rogue Men, Send Reapers. That is the lobby for tonight. So we shall see how this goes. Again, there's a giveaway. If you want to enter the giveaway, all you got to do is leave a like, subscribe, take a screenshot of it, and send it on over to the live giveaway channel to enter. So we shall see how this goes. I do believe there might have been extra time added, but that gives us some time to talk over tonight's games. We do have the usual 4 matches: Erangel, Miramar, Sanok, Erangel. So we shall see how this does go here. As we are obviously starting off with Erangel. Welcome, Blaze. Welcome. Welcome to the stream. Hello. Welcome. But with that being said, we shall see how tonight is going to go for these teams and who is really going to be looking for it. With some of these teams, we have like Shoot to Survive. I don't really know many teams that are as good, but for sure we definitely have Shoot to Survive. Rival 6 has been doing decent with the top 3s in the past few scrims, as well as Sentinels. Those 2 teams could be up there. I've seen them do decent pass, like with the top 3, but we shall see here and see who's going to be looking to take that top 1. With Shoot to Survive being a PMSL America's team, we shall see what they can do here and whatnot. Do you know they do get dropped on a lot by a lot of these teams, just trying to get them out early. But we shall see here how this is going to go. As we should be getting started here very soon, as everybody is joining up after the extra time being added. So let's take a look here. I think we also may have gotten a new team into the lobby, as we have Rain Esports as well as Red Alert joining on in slot 6 and slot 22, I believe. Best of luck to these teams. Best of luck to everybody tonight. And yeah, we shall see who's going to be looking to take top 1 here tonight. And I am going to be trying my best to cover all the action as much as possible. So bear with me if I do miss a fight or anything. I do try my best. And yeah, hope you guys do enjoy the stream tonight. Much appreciate you guys stopping by the stream as well. So we do get into the first game here now. We are going to be started off on to the likes of Beam Esports here. So we shall see how they do here tonight. This is my first time seeing this team play. So let's see how this does go for them. Yeah. So we are now starting to get into the playing path here. Or getting into the plane here now. As it does start on the west side of Quarry. Going all the way, just passing by up above Novo, Moya, and below Milta Power. Passing by the likes of Ferry Pier, Primors, the Military Island, Farm, Pachinki. All those areas still reachable. Milta, Prison Shelter, La Polka, all those places still doable to get to for these teams and players. So we shall see where the early fights are going to be starting us. Well, where we do get to see the early fights. And yeah, let's see how this goes. Again, some of these teams are probably more newer to me, like Mpire Esports, the Mpire team, Beam Esports. Some of these teams are a lot newer to me, so we shall see how this does go. As we are gonna head on over possibly to Pachinki to be our first possible fight. But we shall see, maybe even Novo. Because it does look like there's possibly two teams heading on over there. We're gonna head on over here, but the likes of Rival 6 starting us off. Where is Rival 6? They're in military base over here. Rival 6 picking up one of the Checkers players here. As we do have Hewitt, Sung Woo, aka Banger, and Moneyboy. Shall see how this goes as Zohnny does pop up, looking to favor more north of the island here. Hewitt looking to push up onto Jack here now. Already eliminated one of the players from Checkers here already. Himself gonna pre-fire the corner. Do have another fight going on. Gonna possibly head on over here there. If this falls out a little bit. S12 in the hand of Jack. Hewitt's gonna be a little cautious. Maybe looking for some util to use, or even a shotgun himself. As he does get a need there, as he's going to possibly be looking to use this to throw on to Jack. As Jack has his own util, going to look to push on back. We had another fight going on. Is that over here with Sin Reapers here. Having the likes of Emperors pushing on up here. Need going right on off. As Sanji with the pump. The full squad. Almost a full squad of Emperors pushing on over here. But No Cap is looking to come on out over here to help out his teammate Sanji. As well as Exit Fragger. Sanji allowing these players to start moving on up. The downfall of them. So that is going to be the first player eliminated from Sin Reapers. Moving on away from the door. Going to be allowing the players to push on up. But No Cap looking to push on up. Actually, maybe just driving on by. But M4 and pump in hand. We shall see what happens. Half HP. Triple getting tagged on up. No Cap low. But that's going to be Jeb. No Cap going to pull out the pump once again. That's going to be 2 knocks onto Mpire Esports as Exit Fragger going to get knocked there as well. So now we're just down to Lucky Me. It's going to be Kenpachi here. Kenpachi down to 1 HP as There's going to be the likes of Rival 6 taking out Checkers there. That's going to be the first full team fully eliminated, as we may have another fight coming on over here as Beam Esports as X-Rated is looking to get on out. We have Stranger. So that's going to be Chaos as well as Xiao Wing. Being one of the two still here. No Cap does get thirsty there. Now it is fully down to Lucky Me for Sin Reapers here. Let's see how it does continue to go now for these teams. As Lucky Me dodges some shots towards Kenpachi. Dodging the shots from Jeb. Kenpachi trying to come on back over here. And does get the run over there onto the player from Sin Reapers. Sin Reapers, the second team fully eliminated there. Not sure what they were trying to do, but they are going to be eliminated first zone. As you can see, they're more toward the northern side, but majority of these teams are already being in. We have a few down south on the military island that need to come in, as well as towards Primorsk, as we have HexFall and New Era. New Era might be looking to take this fight as they are taking shots towards the monster truck of HexFall. That is Chopper over here. Chopper getting tagged up, making sure he heals on up with his bandages. We have Red Alert over here looking down towards villains here. Villains looking to maybe start a fight against Red Alert. Or Red Alert start the fight. Actually, that's going to be villains starting us off, taking the shots before anyone else. So we shall see how this does play on out with Red Alert being on the hill. HexFall does take a knock there as well. That's going to be Chill Guy thirsted immediately as HexFall Chopper in the monster truck. HexFall might be looking to actually on over here as New Era picking up their first Elam. Being gonna look to start pushing on up here. Might be looking to chase down after the monster truck, but the rest of HexFall are splitting away from Chopper. Chopper on the buggy. They're looking to force this fight here with Chopra. Gonna break the door there as the rest of his team is gonna be looking to move on up here. He's gonna hop back in the buggy. Chopper gonna be looking to move on around as HexFall's looking to try to come and join on up with Chopper. He's gonna get knocked there by Chopper. Chopper with the double knock on to New Era. Now looking maybe for the third here. As the taking out trying to push on up here. Chopper gonna get the 1v2, trying to holding it off for the time being for his team to push on up and push the likes of New Era out of this match. That's gonna be another team eliminated, as now we have Real Gunners Esports here trying to hold off the likes of Esports trying to make it across. We have multiple teams maybe looking to do so. Love is still outside of zone, as now Asian T's looking to get into a fight as well. Real Gunners Esports going to take a knock there by Vikings Esports. Automatic now getting taken down to 1 HP. Needing to heal automatically here as Ghosty over here in his Bugatti. Chow possibly going to spot him on out, but maybe not going to take those shots. As he's looking that way. Automatic gonna get knocked there by User. Ghost does get spotted here by Real Gunners Esports. Real Gunners Esports getting their res on up. Gonna head on over here towards Shoot to Survive. They are driving on around here by the likes of Broken Spirits. Broken Spirits just bring it out. Zone 2 being more central here with this zone. So we shall see how it goes. As Shoot to Survive, looking to take center zone, looking to take control of Spool, as everyone else is looking to take a fight, as that's going to be Golden Esports taking out Vikings Esports. We still have the likes of X-Rated and the likes of Rival 6 over here, as well as Rain, Glover being one of the last ones up with Ghosty. Ghosty gonna be all the way up north here, moving on into Villains next. Needs to be careful as the likes of Red Alert looking to take the fight. He's gonna hear those gunshots and look away. Gonna be looking to go elsewhere right now as Villains and Red Alert looking to take the fight. So gonna get spotted here. Mentality taking the shots but not fully connecting. Mentality is gonna be the one getting tagged on up there. Beam, I do believe that is them taking apartments right next to Shoot to Survive. As Broken Spirits might be looking to get pushed up upon by as Smokey does push across. Mentality gonna pick up that knock. Mentality gonna get knocked there. Turning on away from Charlie. Charlie gonna get knocked in return their star. Picking up that knock. Gonna look to throw some smokes out. They do lose their teammate. Mentality. Now they're gonna be looking to push up here, as now it is a 2v2 between these two teams. Traded off with one another, but losing Mentality as they do thirst there on to Charlie. Now looking towards Party. Pratish. They might be looking to chase him on down as Suzanne passing by Ghosty. The Star gonna be the one aware of where Prati is. So now they might look to chase down. We're gonna head on over here towards Emperor, but actually we're gonna head on over here. Godkid gonna get knocked there, as well as Reaper. Now they more than likely gonna start making a push on down here as they look to do so. Kenpachi leading the charge. Reaper being knocked. Ghidorah throwing out the smokes. Kenpachi pulling out the S12 as they do pick up triple to go. Reaper does get thirsty. Going on to Kenpachi. Ghidorah's gonna get the knock there on Kenpachi. Teddy does get knocked as well. Ghidorah trying to climb on over as Jeff looking to head on over here to help his teammate. 10 bullets in the hog as that's going to be Ghidorah again eliminated, as well as Emperor's up to 8 eliminations now, needing to pick up their knocks onto Jeff and Kenpachi. Red Alert now taking another knock, but Brady Bush now going to make a push up at S12 as he's going to pick up the 1v2 there onto Red Alert. Another team looking to exit on out. What's Good Esports trading off shots with the likes of Asian Tees over here. Gonna head on over here towards the Nebby, but I think it is the likes of Banky over here. The one taking the shots towards Asian Tees. He's gonna pick up a second knock. Now they're possibly gonna be looking to make a push here onto that 2-stack. As I do think G is gonna be AFK. They're looking to make a push here now after Banky picking up that double knock, as they're looking for that res on, but Banky gonna pass on over Beam and S. Shoot to Survive. Alpha gonna get spotted there, as that's gonna be Banky with the 1v3 onto Asian Tees. But now we are gonna head on over here towards Shoot to Survive. Klaus with the Mosin 8X looking on over there. Rudolph being low. I think that the one that did get knocked. Nasu, TikTok. Maybe peek it on over for Klaus. Klaus trying to get knocked here. They do spot him out by the doors, moving on around, but they're going to be looking to try maybe smoke it out. Guys, Stocks poking on by the door. Beam, don't think he has any magic. Actually he does, but he's just using boosters right now to heal on up as Zone does pop. School and apartment still in the zone here. So we shall see how this does continue to play on out for these teams. Most of the northern side isn't taken, so anyone could look to take that there, as now the likes of Mpire Esports do take a loss there. That's going to be Karma getting taken on out. Villains looking to move on over here towards the likes of Rival 6. Rival 6 taking up another elimination. Now they're going to be looking to push on Daddy, but they need to be careful of X-rated. They're aware of the Villains. Gonna get spotted there by Banger. Banger up to 3 eliminations. Banger needing to be careful. We're gonna look to reverse back here, keeping the coop safe as X-rated looking to move on up here with their cars. Stranger need to heal up as well as Banger. Sungwoo does get revived. Need to heal up now as this is a 4v3. Rival 6 having the little man advantage. Sungwoo gonna be looking to cook up a nade to throw onto X-rated on the ridge there. Nade does tag him on up. Gonna need to be careful as X-rated does take a knock there as well. Sungwoo needs to be careful from the hill. It's gonna be HexFall. HexFall taking those shots. The ones that did pick up the knocks onto Rival 6. Rival 6 trying to force the fight here. Stranger tagged up. Easily trying to take those shots. But that's going to be Sungwoo picking up that knock on the Stranger. Low on HP. Now need to heal on up. As he only has some bandages. As Xiaowing does get on out of there. Optimus looking to move on down. Moneyboy avoiding those shots from Optimus. Moneyboy does need to move on over to heal on up. Sungwoo getting fully healed up there as well. Going to be looking to maybe hop onto the roof to look towards Optimus's way, as that is going to be Chopra, or actually that's going to be Phoenix over here moving over, but Banger looking his way. Going to be looking to cook up the nades here to throw onto Phoenix. Phoenix being stuck behind that rock. Going to be looking to try to smoke out his Murado. Nade tagging him on up, down to 1 HP. Banger throwing on another nade. That's going to be the one to connect and knocking him. That's going to be more than likely their 10th elimination. That's Optimus looking to get on out of there now. Banger going to go look for that thirst immediately. Head back on over here towards shoot to survive. Bob over here with the DP. New DP. We're going to head on over here. Klaus with the M24, not M24 here with the 8X. More of the kind of sniper I would like to use over a Mosin, especially having an 8X, but none of these players from Beam wanting to peek it on out. Majority of them on the roof. Not sure why they are stacking on the roof there for Retirados Esports. Taking shots towards them as Zone does pop on up, moving over there towards the Yasnai's field, as well as Volcanoes and the compounds around. Velocity being the only team in Zone. Everybody else now needing to make their way, taking control of Volcano and the compounds, but gonna look to hold the compound instead. So now everybody's gonna be looking to make their way on in and fighting as well to make their way on in here. See what everybody's going to be looking to do. Unix 5 looking right behind them. There's no team right behind them. The rest of this game is going to be looking to take this edge compound, but there's not much inside the zone besides the longhouse building, which we're going to have to move out of very soon. Real Gunners Esports now taking a fight with Xiaowing taking out Wolf there. BBS again needed to heal on up now. Real Gunners Esports trying to push on up. Bama Boys with the Bison trying to hold off here. Bama Boys does get spotted there by Xiaowing getting pushed up upon. Bama Boys. Neversize does get knocked there by Rival 6. Rival 6 pushing up on this as Su Wong gonna be moving up, throwing lead as that's gonna be shot. Up into Sung Woo, but that's gonna be Moneyboy taking him on out. That's now Beam trying to make their way on in onto Volcano. They do take a knock. Their only cover craft they got. As Retirados does take a knock there from Velocity. Velocity allowing this team move up above them. That's not something you want to do. Allowing a team to push on up above you. But Retirados Gaming is going to go back to get their reset and looking to push onto Beam Esports. Beam Esports trying to move on up. Ghosty looking to move on in here. Picking up one run over onto Nasu as his teammate is looking to do the same. He picks up a second one there. Can he get a third? But he's going to get beamed out the car there. Now it's just down to Lover here. Lover going to get taken on out, but Lover's going to get those elims onto Beam Esports. It's just down to Rudolph and one. Rudolph getting tagged on up. Velocity looking their way. Nucleotide going to get knocked there. Shoot to survive. Trying to make their way on in. Golden Phyra and what's good Esports taking a fight as well. Klaus moving on up here. Rudolph gonna get knocked. Nades coming on in here. That's gonna be the likes of Beam Esports taken on out there by Klaus. Klaus now looking on to the right, but now they're looking to Retirados Gaming. Retirados Gaming trying to move on up, but shoot to survive. Not allowing it. Casper needs to be a little careful here. As well as good Esports and Golden Phyra taking a fight as well. But Retirados Gaming looking to try to force a fight towards Shoot to Survive. Shoot to Survive needs to be looking to try to find a spot into the zone. They're going to be looking towards Rival 6 as well as they have the likes of Mpire Esports right next to them as well, who are possibly going to be looking to push on, possibly push onto them here. Darklight looking over that way. He's aware of them being there. But now Klaus looking towards Retirados Gaming. Retirados Gaming trying to push up onto Klaus here now. Klaus need to be a little careful of Velocity. Shoot to survive. Now looking to move on up to try and support their team. Retirados do still have a teammate outside of the zone. Shoot to survive. Watching their backside. Casper needs to be a little careful with this coop. Smoking like it is. Retirados Gaming might be looking to push on into Shoot to Survive or Velocity. Pretty much anywhere they go, they have to push on up. Casper looking towards Carlos. The rest of Shoot to Survive. That's going to be Carlo taken on out. That's going to be Darklight taking on for sure. Taking no shot as well. Rival 6 looking his way now. Darklight needs to be careful. Ashura needs to be careful as well. Looks like he took a knock on Golden Phyra. Ashura does get taken on out there by Klaus. That's now it down to Kroos. Kroos moving on into Velocity. Going to be taken on out. Velocity holding the squad house here. One elimination to their name. That's now looking to throw some names towards Shoot to Survive, but nowhere near. Casper trying to loot on up as they're making their way in. Klaus does get knocked, but they are still in part of the zone. Casper possibly looking to try to get an open and knock here. Zone looking in favor towards Golden Phyra. Compound, so everybody outside of the zone needs to make their way in. What's good Esports trying to push on in here. Banky over here looking to cook up a knee by Golden Phyra, but he's going to get taken on out as now it's just down to me go here as he does pick the knock onto Klaus. As now Rival 6 looking to move on behind him here. Banger leading the charge for now, but Banger being out in the open. Golden Phyra can see him. Giga does get pushed up upon and does get taken out as now Golden Phyra looking their way. Dom laying down the lead into him as now Shoot to Survive is also looking to do the same, but now Shoot to Survive is trying to look to move up on ahead, maybe look to take the spot where Rival 6 once were and shoot them in the side here. As now Rival 6 is looking to make a push up here to take on the likes of Golden Phyra, but Velocity needing to make their way on in here as well. Golden Phyra making sure they hold off against Rival 6. Rival 6 getting a knock there on to Dom, but Hewitt on the wall here. Need to be careful. Velocity looking at third party as well here. Hewitt gonna get knocked there. Golden Phyra looking to try to hold on off here. Shoot to Survive moving up upon the ridgeline. Hewitt's gonna get knocked there by Autumn. Don't know how he or thirsted there by Autumn. As Banger still knocked right now. Velocity trying to make their way on in. Mpire Esports looking to do the same, but shoot to survive. Moving on up here as well. Bob looking to move on up before anyone. He's aware of these teams to the left of him, so he needs to be a little careful as a queen looking to play the walls here. As now the rest shoot to survive. Coming on in. Darklight. He's aware of the teams now to the left. Is he going to start looking to cook the nades here? As Moneyboy does get knocked. As Rival 6 picking up these knocks left and right onto Golden Phyra. As Banger does get taken on out. Shoot to survive. Make their way in. Velocity making their way on in here as well. Util coming on out from Velocity. Casper moving along right behind Golden Phyra. Looking to cook a nade here to throw onto them. As they are looking to throw Util on out. As that's going to be Hashless taken on out there. Casper looking to throw a nade on in to get the confirms. As Golden Phyra just down to 1 HP on their final player. He's going to look to throw another for the thirst. As he's looking to throw up another nade inside the room here. As he does go in. Velocity taking knocks left and right. Velocity trying to hold off just against a solo from Rival 6. Darklight trying to join on in over here. Velocity taking out Rival 6. Now we're down to our top 3. As Klaus looking to put the needs. As that's going to be Golden Phyra taking on out. Velocity, last team up ahead of Shoot to Survive. Shoot to Survive still a 4-man alive. Bottom trying to move on in. As Klaus throwing needs on in. But they keep bouncing off the wall there. As your next fight is farther right now, just going to be right up ahead of Klaus on the wall. Klaus on the bottom. Klaus going to get the turn on him and get the knock immediately. Now picking up mollies and nades here. Going to look to throw up a molly inside. Autumn going to get stuck there as well. As another molly does come on in from Klaus. Autumn getting pushed to the balcony. As trying to get up on the roof. Hexify is looking to get revived. So to get a double knock from Klaus with the nade. As now it's just down to a solo. This is going to be Autumn with the S12K. Klaus trying to look for the 3-piece here. As he's about to get knocked there. The rest of Shoot to Survive coming on in. Darklight trying to hold off. Casper getting the thirst onto the teammates. Bob holding off, watching the stairs, letting I'll get rezzed here as Zone 8 looking to go towards the ridge. Molly going to come on onto the steps. Autumn going to be looking to jump on out. Bob walking that doorway and is going to get the final elimination. That's going to be Rival 6 taking game number 1 there. Survive taking game number 1 with 11 eliminations to their name. Velocity not doing much with the zone left they have, only picking up 4 eliminations. Was expecting them to do more and to pick up even more elims, especially with the zone control they had from the compound they had. Giving up the volcano wasn't the right decision, I would say. A couple players still up there, maybe even 3 and 1 in the compound. But hey, take a look at the rest of the results. Golden Phyra going out in 3rd with 4 eliminations. Rival 6 going out in 4th there with 17 elims to their name. Mpire Esports going out in 5th there. 8. Let's get Esports going out in 6th with 3. Retirados Gaming going out in 7th there with 1. Beam Esports going out in 8th with 2 eliminations. Now we take a look at the rest of the results here. But Velocity not taking advantage of the zone they were given. Should have left 3 on the volcano there and 1 at the squad house. Because all those teams moving up there, allowing Beam Esports to set up there for some time. They did take out a couple of them, they did pick up knocks onto a couple of them, but not doing enough. Then Shoot to Survive, moving on up there, picking up a couple elims there as well. I don't know what team leader was playing for, but Chokers, well, Checkers, gonna be the first team eliminated there as stars of the match. Klaus going all out there. Karma with best campaign, and then Bob with the finisher there. As that's going to be game one there. Going to shoot to survive. We're going to be jumping with Klaus with game number 2, heading on into Miramar. We're going to be right back for game number 2, so do stay tuned for that. See you guys then. Alrighty, guys, we're going to be going into game number 2 after Shoot to Survive, taking the win with the first game, picking up 11 elims. Klaus with the going all out, picking up 6 elims, half of the elims from his team in that first game. So we shall see how that goes, as we do have 2 more games after this Miramar. But we also do have extra time being added, as well as, guys, there is a giveaway going on. So if you do want to enter the giveaway, be sure you leave a like, subscribe, take a screenshot, and send the screenshot on over to the Serendipity's giveaway channel to enter the giveaway. So when we do get into this game, we are gonna be spectating Klaus, or well, Shoot to Survive anyways, and see how the game does start off and how these teams are going to be looking to adapt here as well. So that being said, best of luck to the teams for this second match. We're going to head on over to Shoot to Survive. As we wait to get on into the plane here as well. Sorry. Alright, the plane is going to start just to the right of Niestel, sir. Passing through Chumacera, pass by Picado, Paragra, San Martin, Hacienda, water treatment, in and off, a little to the right of the Oasis there. So we shall see how this does go for this match, as no one has just yet jumped out of the plane. But we shall wait and see. Let's see how this does go here, because now everybody is looking to jump on out of the plane. So let's see how this does go for them, as we shall see where the fights do lead us to go. As it does look like we may have a few teams looking to go to Los Leones. Shoot to Survive looking for some cars here, possibly go to the drop, but we do, by the looks of it, have a couple teams looking to go to El Pozo there for themselves. So we'll see how this does go. So we do have 4 teams looking to go to Los Leones. Zone looking to favor more to the northeast side. We do have a couple teams in Hacienda over here, as well as Ghost, well, Rain Esports, as well as Beam here, as Beam one already picking up Elim there onto one of them. We're gonna be looking to start pushing on up. Rudolph gonna get tagged on up. Ghosty holding on the side. One with the mini, tagging him on up, as I don't know if that is gonna be Illusion or Smiley. Rudolph is also gonna get knocked there by Ghosty. One gonna open on the door, but that's gonna be being taken another lot. It's gonna be going on out early here. We shall see, as one here with the S12 in hand, gonna pick up another Elim here on to Rain. He has 3 shotgun shots, wasting them all right there. Just more shot. Now back here for Beam. Venom is 180. Gonna get the thirst on to go here. So that's gonna be 3 eliminations. Now pulling out the pump in a 1v1 situation here. A little low on HP. Venom does get healed up a little bit. Venom looking to push up as 12, but the pump gonna be in Stack's favor, keeping his team alive. We're gonna head on over here towards Shaolin. See, got in here as just a solo. He does have the likes of villains right above him. Charlie gonna hear his footsteps. Charlie gonna jump on down and get that elimination there as well. Into this game and picking up 4 elims as well over here. So we shall see how this does continue to play on out. X-Rated over here looking to take a fight with the likes of Chicken Chokers. Chicken Chokers taking a knock. We have Stranger here with the first, as well as we have Real 1M, and I don't know who the Sentinels player is, but not Lucky does get knocked. Sentinels players looking to move on up, looking to sub on in for the likes of X-Rated. It's gonna be 1M picking up those 2 elims there. Now looking to make their way on in. Golden Phyra over here. 4-man. There was 4 teams over here, but I think HexFall was one of them. Getting on out of there. But we have 3 teams up to lock the area. Vikings Esports here. Never sides Wolf, Bama Boys, and User. Bama Boys picking up an elim for the team so far here. As we have New Era, full squad. And then Red Alert. Losing deal already. Verk low on HP. Mentality. What's the SKS 8X? Shall see how this goes. Verk setting, laying low right now so he can heal on up. Shall see how it goes. Bama Boys. Real good. Trying to move on up onto Verk here. Verk trying to hold on off. He has a molly he could throw on the stabs, but instead he's going to look to pull off the bottom. Another member, as that is going to be so. Verk could have, he had time to throw molly onto the steps and to just hold the step wave as he could, but instead not doing so. Bama Boy's gonna be spotted here by Mentality with the SKS. I guess he doesn't see Wolf there. But taking on some shots on over to Wolf finally. And so I'll see how this does look to continue to play on out. Zone coming on in here. Very so slowly. As Bama Boys does get knocked there by Mentality, but gonna get traded off by Ying with the mid. And he has now Star gonna have to drive all the way over there to get the pickup onto his teammate Velocity. All the way up north in Oasis and around. I never really seen anybody go Oasis or anything like that. This is the first time I'm seeing this. We still have stacks here in the Hacienda area, but we also have Sin Reapers over here as well. No one going to pick up a knock there on to Vikings Esports. Picking up a second knock there as well. That's New Era pushing on up here. No one with the M249 was set on fire. Wolf going to get knocked there by Ying. Now it is just down to Never Sides. Bama Boys does get thirsty as well. Never Sides running on around. As I think no one is aware where he is. I'm not sure. 25 bullets in the mag of his M249, but he's gonna look to pull the pins nade here as well. That's now SKS shots coming from afar. Shall see how this does continue to look to play on out, as no one does pick up a QBZ. He has a 6X. New Era looking to push on up onto the other side here. Never Side's throwing a bandit, actually a knife. Side's moving on over. Shotgun in hand. Vicious with The pump gonna take out Neversides there. That's gonna be 4 eliminations to their name. Gonna head on over here towards Rival 6. Rival 6 gonna lose Banger there, as that is gonna be the likes of HexFall. But Hewitt gonna start to look to move on up here, as HexFall looking to get on out of there. Head on over here to Sung Woo M4 and S12. He has a 4X on his M4 as well. So we shall see how this does go here as well. Zone does pop. Looking to favor onto San Martin. And Hacienda with the center of zone there. So we shall see how these teams look to do. We have these teams all the way down south to the west and on the north side there as well. So we have Nucleotide all the way up here. We have Moves, Walls, and God, Nino. Let's see how that goes on out. Let's see how the rest of this game does play on out here itself. See who is going to be looking to take it for themselves. Gonna head on over here towards Rival 6 as they're making their way on in here to the zone with the likes of HexFall a little more to their left side. Sungwoo being farther up ahead for his team, scouting on out, making sure stuff is clear. So we shall see how this does go. Sun Reapers holding a 3-1 split and over towards the San Martin area. Golden Phyra looking to take compound on the outskirts of Hacienda, as well as Broken Spirits taking more of a compound right next to the garage. Nucleotide making their way in. Velocity looking to do the same, playing the edge of zone. It's not really a playstyle you really want to do, especially after the last game we seen them playing so passive like they were, only picking up 4 eliminations and giving up all the free space to everybody else. But that's how they want to play. I mean, it's not gonna win them the Castrum, and they are just gonna fall behind on talent, well, gun skills and talent in general. This Golden Phyra looking to push on in here onto Hacienda. So we shall see how this does go on here. Are they gonna find this player stacks? What is gonna happen? So we do have New Era over here looking to get closer towards villains. Are we gonna see this fight happen on out over here? His villain hold the compound a little more to the northwest of San Martin, but we also have the likes of Stacks possibly getting pushed up on here. Stacks, I don't know if Dom is aware of Stacks being here, but from what it seems like, they are aware of him being here. Throwing needs on in. That's gonna get the knock on the fall, but Stacks does get taken on out there by Golden Phyra, taking on Hacienda for themselves for the center of zone. Shoot to survive, make their way on in. Velocity now finally making the decision to move up even more here now. So let's see how that does go for them. Alrighty. Zone coming on in. We're gonna head over here towards shoot to survive. As they might be looking on over to these right now. So that's gonna be villains and new arrow over here. Did pick up an Elam here. Not really sure eliminated. It might have been new era. Now they're looking to move on up towards the villains. As Smokey does get knocked there by Bob. Bob looking on down south as there's a player more further up ahead of them, but Suzanne getting knocked by the likes of Unixify, but shoot to survive might be looking for that Elam. On to Suzanne. Don't know if Bob's seen that kill. Bob's gonna short jump out the car there and move on around Suzanne. Being beside you to survive. That's going to be Smokey getting re-knocked. Klaus moving on up here. Klaus needs to be careful being more surrounded. Casper now looking to move on down. As that's going to be Klaus getting thirsted there. As Pershi getting thirsted. Probably going to get spotted there by Darklight. As now the likes of villains and of Charlie. Bob going to pick up the thirst there onto Suzanne as well. Looking towards Velocity. Velocity trying to move on up over here behind shoot to survive. Darklight moving on over here as well to get the res. Bot trying to move on up. Velocity taking shots here as well onto cars. Velocity a little too late to push on up. Casper to get on over here. Darklight getting the res. Bot looking to throw a need here on to shoot to survive. That nade's going to go on over past him here. Casper's going to be able to try to cover for his team as Velocity trying to move on up onto here. Darklight and Bob going to have to take the 2v3. Bob's going to get spotted there by Casper. Casper tagging him on up. Darklight getting a knock onto one. Bot going to get knocked as well. Jay getting spotted there. Jay going to get knocked as well. As now it's just down to Unixify as a solo. Casper with the AUG and pump in hand now. Unixify setting by the Murado here. Gonna hold AUG. Gonna start pre-firing by the Murado. Gonna look to push a little back here. Aware of the need as Velocity does take him on top. Unixify. I wouldn't be shooting crates right now, as you too need to go revive your teammates, and you guys are the ones that lost last game to shoot to survive. So I mean, they do have the points on you guys, and yeah, you guys have everybody knocked in. You only picked up 4 eliminations last game, as well as just only picking up 3 this game, and that was on a weekend shoot to survive. But anyways, you know, probably going to be the only kills they do get there, but we shall see. As now Retirados Gaming taking a fight on over here with HexFall. But we shall see. HexFall going to pick up a knock. Chill Guy going to be the one to get that knock there. As he's looking on down. The rest of his teammates going to be looking to move on up here. Throwing the util in. Ashura going to be looking to maybe get that res there. But we shall see. Let's see how this goes. That's Chill Guy. Not gonna be getting his kill here as Sensa is looking to be revived. Rival 6 down the hill. They did lose Banger. Zone to favor towards HexFall. 5-6 looking towards X-rated. So let's go HexFall. Try to make this fight happen between them and Retirados Gaming. Util coming on out. Phoenix gonna avoid that one from Sensa. Throwing it a little too far behind as Phoenix avoiding these needs from Retirados Gaming's Phoenix. Moving on over, playing the walls for now. Let's see how this goes. Let's see how this goes. Phoenix doesn't really have much util. Only 2 stuns and smokes. No needs or molly to use here. Or he could possibly pick up an opening. But his teammates are taking some shots. It's going to be Chopra. Carlu going to get knocked there by HexFall's teammates from afar. That's going to be Chill Guy, I believe. But Optimus still being in the back isn't allowing the likes of these players from HexFall to push on. Since it does get knocked there by Phoenix. Phoenix now need to heal on up. Chopra gonna look to start pushing up. Chill Guy might look to do the same here. Chopra with the Vector in hand. Chill Guy gonna get spotted by X-Rated. Chill Guy trying to move on up, avoiding. But Optimus also looking to push on up here. Since they're gonna get thirsted there. Optimus with the Uzi reloading the Uzi right in front of Carlu's face. That isn't what you want to do. As now Rival 6 looking to move on up here. As Broken Spirits take on out villains there. Golden Phyra looking to join on in. Velocity finally making their way on in as well. Still have 2 players out in the zone. Eden get on up at this game and get in the center zone. As well as now Rival 6 need to make their way on up. X-Rated as well as the other teams. Golden Phyra looking at Broken Spirits taking them on out, but having a player knocked right now from Sin Reapers. Sin Reapers have a player on out here as well. Taking the shots here on to Golden Phyra. Vada getting them down to about 1 HP or 5 HP. Shall see how this is going to continue to go here as get the damage but no knocks. Sin Reapers looking on down there. Rival 6 slowly making their way on up. X-Rated looking on over their way. So Rival 6 taking the shots on over towards them. That's gonna be Money Boy looking to blow up that car. As he would here looking to take some shots towards X-Rated as well. As X-Rated need to move into the zone. Sungwoo moving on up here, but Retirados Gaming are looking to leave the compound to take the hill here, as Carlu and Ashore are looking to do the same. As this fight from Rival 6 going on here, as Ashore does pick up a knock onto X-Rated, helping out Rival 6, but Golden Phyra now down below. We're right next to Rival 6. He was looking to make a push up here in 4 in hand. EBS needs to be careful as ball pushing on up. Dom go to their left here as he pushing on up, trying to pre-fire with the DBS. As everybody is little to their right, as Hacksplit does get knocked. As that's going to be Golden Phyra taken on out there by Rival 6. Sungwoo from up above there, taking out Golden Phyra. So now they need to make their move in. Retirados Gaming, the compound isn't what they need to be given on up. So if I was them, I'd take the compound, let alone give up these kills for now. Because having a team like Velocity, Sin Reapers, having teams looking your way like Sin Reapers, Velocity, Lucky Me getting in a knock there onto Velocity. Velocity needs to make their way on in. Sin Reapers looking to send a player out far, and that's going to be Exit Fragger over here. Exit Fragger going to be looking to go wide here to look at these players. He does spot where Nucleotide is. He's going to start taking shots. Shots there. Getting Nucleotide all the way down to half HP. As now the rest of Sin Reapers looking great. This fight might be losing his card pretty soon. Sanji taken down to 1 HP. Exit Fragger going to be looking to move. Fragger needs to be careful. Right to this game now. Looking towards the way of his teammates. Trying to make their way on here. They're going to lose a player there. That's going to be Ashura. As Ashura, I don't know if you have any nades. Could throw him on to Velocity as one of the X-rated players move on to the compound. Rival 6 now making their way on up to Sin Reapers, throwing nades back and forth on one another. No cap. If I were you, I'd push on back over towards the rest of your teammates. As Lucky Me does get knocked there by Velocity. Velocity just barely on the edge of zone. As Sin Reapers need to move on in here as well. Being on the edge. Exit not going to be making it on in. Rival 6 take on Sin. Player from Sin Reapers on out. Now Rival 6 on the rocks. Now they're going to be looking towards Velocity way. Money boy. Velocity needs to make their way on out into Retirados Gaming here. So we shall see how this goes. That's Velocity trying to make their way on in. Rival 6 needs to do the same. But this game and getting taken care of by one of the X-rated players. So let's see how this is going to continue to play on out. Rival 6 up to 6 eliminations. They had 17 last game with the 4th place finish. So we're going to take a more of an aerial view here now. As Smoke's going to start coming on out here. Sentinels going to get taken on out by Autumn. Now Retirados Gaming now need to change their focus onto Velocity. Coming up behind them. Forget about a cruel going to get taken out here soon by Rival 6. Letting these players from Velocity move on up. There goes Autumn. Jay actually throwing a Molly on in. The S12 get the knock there onto Bot. As Bot gonna get thirsted immediately as well. Just down to a cool S12 and taking on out Jay. He's gonna look for the thirst immediately there as well. Rival 6 now possibly gonna be looking to move on up here on this fight as well. After picking up Sungwoo, Carlu getting healed on up here. S12 getting reloaded as well. Autumn with the S12. 4 nades as well in the back. Carlu aware of these players being right next to him. Looting the crates. Checking it on out. Picking up more ammo. Changing the helmet here as well. So we see how this goes. As Carlu just going to set up above for now. The next fight needs to make his way into the zone here. Rival 6 more than likely going to be looking his way. Carlu and Autumn also need to make their way into the zone. Unix 5. I think they are aware of Yehuic. Possibly going to be looking to throw Molly over towards his way as well. As he has to move in 6 seconds. Making Unix 5 move more to the right. As now Zone's going to be looking to move these players on in. Next 5 setting behind the house. Gonna throw smoke on out, but Hewitt looking his way there. Looking elsewhere. Autumn gonna get taken on out. Velocity now goes down to Unixify. Unixify trying to move on in here. Unixify getting tagged on up. Velocity just down to Unixify. So this is gonna be another 2nd place finish from him. As selling another win. That's gonna be Rival 6 taking them on out. Rival 6 picking up 9 eliminations there. Finally, Velocity does pick up a little more elims here. Instead of just 4, they do finally just pick up 7. 3 more added. Plus another 2nd place. But Retirados Gaming going out in 3rd there. With 12 eliminations. X-Rated going out in 4th. With 4. Sin Reapers going out in 5th with 1. Golden Phyra going out in 6th there with 7. Broken Spheres going out in 7th with 1. And Villains going out in 8th there with 5. As now we take a look at the rest of the results here now. going to be getting closer to the bottom here now, as we do see the first team eliminated is going to be Asian Tees, taking it out first. 0 elims to their name. Stars of the match is going to be Carlu with 7 elims. Carlu with best companion as well, and finisher to Money Boy. So that's going to be game number 2 done there. We're going to be right back for game number 3, as we're going to be heading on over to Santa. Again, if you guys want to enter the giveaway for tonight, leave a like, subscribe if you haven't, and send your screenshot over to the live giveaway channel. But with that being said, I am going to be right back. So do stay tuned for the 3rd match. And yeah, we'll be right back. Alrighty, guys, we're going to be heading on over into the third game here now as we head on over to Sanok as game number 2. Going to Rival 6. Game 1 went to shoot to survive, so we shall see how game number 3 here is going to go and who's going to be looking to take it. So let's see how this goes here now for game number 2. So we are gonna head on over to Rival 6 as if it will load on up. As the plane does start here, a little between Kyle and Hodton from the north side, going all the way down to docks. Passing up Boot Camp, Paradise, Cave, Quarry, Camp Charlie, Camp Pond as well. So we shall see where these fights do take us. So let's see how this game is going to take us. We are going to head on over here towards the likes of Shoot to Survive. By the looks of it, Broken Spirits looking to push on over here. As Broken Spirits already just down to 2. Reaper and God Kid getting taken on out. Don't know where their last teammate is. That's going to be Ghidorah. Ghidorah being all the way down below the zone. Also looking to favor down to the South Island as Rain looking to get into a fight as well with the Retirados Gaming. Get third place last game. At this game and looking to pick up more elims as now Broken Spirits being taken down to just Ghidorah over here, and they're aware of Ghidorah being down here. Casper looking on down, but Ghidorah being a little more to the right. Be looking that way. They are gonna take out more, sending Broken Spirits to the lobby. Now looking for the res as Real Gunners Esports and Rival 6 getting into it here. Rival 6 taking a knock there. Songwoo gonna get knocked there, as well as Money Boy, the winners of last game. Rival 6 getting taken down one by one, but they are looking to get the revive onto Songwoo. Banger now going to be looking to go get the res onto his teammate. Never Science here on the other side of the water, taking spot Songwoo. They do have Hewitt up here on the hill. Not sure if they're aware of him being up there. Bama Boys is aware now. He does see Hewitt down there. Just gonna move back into the corner. Hewitt trying to peek on out. Hewitt gonna look to push on back. So we do have two teams in the likes of Runes here. DBS in the hands of Star from Red Alert, as well as Mentality here as well with an S12. Gonna be looking to move on up. Charlie gonna be right up ahead. Charlie gonna be looking to cook up a nade to throw onto Mentality. Mentality gonna get naded there. Red Alert taken down to just a solo now. So that is just gonna get Star's gonna get spotted there as Villains taking them on out. Now New Era over here looking to get into a fight as well with X-Rated. X-Rated is gonna take on a knock. Law's looking to maybe get revived here. No one's gonna look to throw some smokes out, as that's going to be HexFall trying to take those shots as Xiao Wing moving on up here. They're tagging them on up. Aware of Vicious to the left. It's going to be looking to cook up a nade to throw onto him here. So get the knock onto him. We shall see. He does pick up a knock onto one. Now it's going to be looking to face off the rest of New Era. Nade moving on up right in front of him. It's going to be looking to cook up a nade to throw onto no one here. No one trying to move on out. Another nade coming out towards Xiao Wings. Xiaowing now gonna look to throw out a Molly Beam. Looking to get into the fight, X-rated. The rest of them trying to move on up here. Xiaowing might look to start moving on up here as Nucleotide getting occupied with the rest of X-rated. As now it is just down to Wows and no one getting that another knock there. Now looking towards X-rated as HexFall now get into a fight with Beam Esports Inc. Now looking to maybe get rest here. Stranger's throwing some util out. Stranger trying to push on out. Wallace over here though, taking those shots onto Stranger. There, tagging Stranger up. Stranger down a little low. HP is that's gonna be X-rated, taken on out there. Just gonna head on over here towards HexFall now. HexFall taking the fight with Rudolph being the last one alive here. That's Phoenix a little on HP. Beam beating up 2U and Shield Guy looking to have here. That's Phoenix go up here. On out. That's Phoenix trying to pick up here. So that's going to be Beam Esports taking an early exit on out. Another team going out early there. Going to head on over here towards Velocity as they have checkers here. Just a trio. Golden Phyra looking to take a fight as well with the likes of, I forget what team that is over there. Ender and Jack both getting tagged on up by Velocity. Let's head on up here towards this. That's actually going to be Rain. Rain being on up there as it is just down to a solo Golden Phyra. Taking them out one by one. Head back on over here towards Velocity. And checkers here. Util coming on out. Jack standing out in the open. Velocity allowing him just to do so. As Jack does throw Molly on out, but not going to be doing any damage there as Bot, the next fight, and Jay, as well as Autumn here. Not have any util. Does Lucky Me have any? Lucky Me does not have any. As SIL here, looking to take some shots onto Golden Phyra. Trying to move on down, as that's going to be Rain Esports taking on out there. It's going to be another team as Velocity getting into a fight, taking out Ender there. Now just down to Jack and Lucky Me. Bot getting tagged on up there. That's there by Lucky Me as well. Nucleotide. Jack waiting on out here for me to come on helping him as Bot and Autumn. Bot need to heal on up. Bot using a first aid here now. Lucky. He's gonna move on up, tagging up. The line fire there. Bot does get a knock there. Autumn low on HP. Autumn might just get knocked here, but that's gonna be Velocity taking them on out. Autumn needing to heal on up here. Autumn gonna get knocked there now. Bot needing to get this res. So we're gonna head on over here towards Shoot to Survive. Looking more towards the bridge right now. As Nucleotide still have a player on over there. They have Nuke on the bridge. They did flip their car, which the likes of Asian Tees moving on over here as well. Trying to join in up on into the fight. So let's see how this is going to continue to play on out here. Autumn gonna get knocked once again. This is only just stage number 2. Gonna be going into zone number 3 here. Autumn getting a first aid now from their teammate. As Golden Phyra make their way on in. Shoot to Survive. Now gonna start making their way in here as Klaus holding the bridge, aware where Nukes is. Spotting him through those small cracks. And Shoot to Survive. The rest of the team might be looking to come on over here to help out or just loot it up as Klaus is going to wait it on out as New Era and Rival 6 getting on into it here. No one going to knock themselves as now it's just down to Ying. It's Rival 6 picking up a couple of eliminations there from New Era as they're taking some shots here to the car. going to push up here on Mpire. Gonna get taken on out there now. That is going to be it for the likes of Nuera. 3 eliminations heading on over towards Rival 6. Klaus still on the bridge here right next to Nuke. Might look to throw a nade or two. I think he might be able to take some shots under Nuke's, onto Nuke's foot there. I'm not sure though. Shall wait and see for the meantime. Sin Reapers might be looking to take a fight here soon with Golden Phyra. So slowly moving on up here. Sanji just only went over here by himself. All the rest of his teammates are farther back, but they might be able to have some line sight onto him. No cap. Moving a little more left. Aware of Sanji here. Sanji having to pull out the S12. Pass switch in, knocked there. And looking to try to move on up. Sanji avoiding the need there. Sanji's gonna throw him on down there. Dom looking to try to get the knock there, but Dom needs to avoid the need there. Dom getting tagged up there. But that's gonna be Money Boy getting that Elam onto Golden Phyra. Shoot to survive. The rest of them making their way on in. Villains moving up behind here. Getting the knock onto Exit Fragger. Looking to get some more Elam. Shoot to survive. Are they aware that Nucleotide are over here, or are they going to look to take the other bridge? Casper looking in the water here possibly soon, as Asian Tees are on over there. Osako in the water, swimming up ahead. Tropa, aware of God. Mino, Darklight gonna get knocked there. Gonna get rezzed here, as they could just take the other bridge. But we shall see. Casper gonna look to continue moving on up a little bit here. So we shall see what they know and what they don't know. Because if he looks a little to the left, now he's going to be aware of Asian Tees being there. Bottom, going to get the knock. Going to look for the thirst there as well. Now, Asian Tees are just down to just a duo. Osako in the water, tactical across the way. Bob and Dark going to look to go to the other bridge. I think Klaus did get that elimination onto Nuke there as well. Casper going to get his eagle as Bob and Darklight cross the water here. Now going to be looking to slowly move on around here. Rival 6 might be looking to get into a fight here with Real Gunners Esports. Real Gunners Esports slowly moving on up. Throwing some util on out here. Bama Boys go low on HP as well. Nucleotide right in front of Shoot to Survive, as well as Asian Tees right next to them as well. So we shall see how this continues to go here. Shoot to survive, slowly regrouping. Casper over here, gonna pass by Nucleotide. Now gonna be looking to move on up here, as runes are still in the zone. Zone gonna be popping up here soon. Dark Light on over here. They're both gonna immediately get knocked, as Dark Light more than likely gonna bleed on out. Casper gonna make his way back on over here. Klaus now gonna start making his way on over towards his team. Casper taking those shots, not being able to get a knock there. Onto Nucleotide. Klaus gonna be moving in. I think he does run out of gas there, as he has Lulz and Rocky right in front of him there, as I guess his teammates, I don't know if they called that out, but Casper possibly gonna be looking for the res here onto Bob, as they're aware of where Nucleotide is. So are they gonna go for the res and then take the fight? Rocky moving out in front of Casper here. Is he going to go for the Rocky does get knocked there. Casper's going to look to heal up instead of going to pick up Bob. Might look to pick up Klaus. But we shall see here. Lulz moving out. Casper does have some moves. Shall see. He's now going to look to start cooking up a need here. Lulz unaware. Klaus going to go out to the zone. Law's getting tagged up by that one. Klaus going to get thirsted there. So now Casper. I see where we're low is going to take him on out. 8 eliminations. Casper need to get these first aids, especially for the later game. Rival 6. Do believe they take. Nope, Real Gunners Esports avoiding them. Now Casper going to start making his way on in. Velocity might look to gatekeep him if they're aware if he's back there still. But we shall see. Minhaj, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Casper making his way on in here. Needs to be a little careful. To his left, he has Velocity, and more up ahead of him, he has HexFall. HexFall possibly going to be occupied with the likes of Real Gunners Esports. He's possibly going to start hearing these shots here soon. Or see Chill Guy. Chill Guy actually going to start taking shots onto him here as well. Possibly going to look to actually just stop at this compound, heal on up, and shoot Chill Guy in the back possibly. Chill Guy not in the best of spots as Real Gunners Esports pushing up onto his teammate. As now Real Gunners Esports are going to be aware of him being over there. Casper going to look to move on out, maybe spot him on out there as well. As Chill Guy moving on out, might look to move back into the compound. Casper does have 7 needs and 2 mollies, just in case if Chill Guys go into one of those buildings. As Velocity on edge of zone now need to make their way on in. Casper probably going to hear them because they might look to rotate right on into him. So we shall see how that does go here. As now they're looking to make their way on in here. Velocity, just a duo. Casper looking for a spot on to Chill Guy, but Real Gunners Esports also have to make their way in. So they might look to take this compound as well as Asian teams looking towards the likes of Rival 6. Just taking the shots, not doing much as Rival 6 is just a trio. They did lose Hewick, so this could open it on up for as well. Who are fighting for the top spot. Sako and Tactical here, trying to fight him on off. As Osako has zone. Tactical need to make their way on in. Casper holding his little corner. As Velocity making their way on in. Possibly from the wrong side here, to be honest. Chill Guy might hear him first here as they are running on by. Chill Guy looking more up ahead as Bot and Autumn making their way in. Casper gonna start hearing them here. He has a DBS in his hand as he does spot him on out. Bot gonna get knocked there. Now it's just down to Autumn. Casper needs to heal on up here. Bot almost gonna get thirsted there. Chill Guy, what are you gonna do here? Are you gonna start acting upon this? As I'm not sure what the hell you were doing. You could have spotted them out, but instead you're too more focused on to Real Gunners Esports. As Velocity still alive here. Team of Real Gunners Esports looking to move up on to Rival 6 now. Casper didn't get that easy, especially with the DBS. Now Real Gunners Esports pushing up onto Rival 6. Rival 6 getting taken down low. Finger gonna get knocked there. That's now Asian T moving on up. Velocity trying to join in onto the fight as well. Here as Osako, as they do get a knock onto the boys. Tactical needs to be careful. Focus knocked as well. User in one of the rounds as well as Never Sides. Velocity trying to move on up as User does get taken on out there. As now it's just down to Never Sides. Chopra gonna more than likely go out to the play zone as well as Chill Guy. So now it's just down to a 2v2. Asian T's versus Velocity. Asian T's been a duo or a trio for a long time. You need to heal on up. They do have boosters. I don't know why Osako's not healing on up, as he's playing a little too a little too scared right now. As he might see bot there as well. Not sure if he does, but both these teams do need to move on out. Sako does have a little more closer to the zone, but he needs to heal on up here. So now he's going to start to do so. Tactical, going to hold the more of a higher ground here onto velocity. So he is going to have more of a ridge and more cover here as Bot and Autumn need to move on down. Sako not boosting up just yet. Not really sure why, but I have no clue so far, but we shall see. As Tactical is going to get more full HP. Going to look to take the car here and move into the zone. Cover there. And his team is going to look to do so. Pick up the knock onto Bot. As Tactical trying to get into the zone. Autumn holding the top there. This is going to be Osako getting knocked. As that's going to be Asian Tees taking game number 3 here. Picking up 5 eliminations and Velocity taking a 2nd place. HexFall taking 3rd there. Picking up 7 eliminations. Vikings Esports going on 4th there with 5. Rival Safe going on 5th with 5. Shoot 2 Survive going out in 6th with 8. Vikings Esports going out in 7th with 8. And Nucleotide going on in 8th with 3. So now we're going to take a look at the rest of the results here. So we do get more closer to the bottom. First team eliminated is going to be Broken Spirits. And the first team eliminated. What's good, Gamma? Welcome to the stream. Wreck-It going all out with 5 elimination. No one with the best companion. That is going to be game number 3 there done. We do have one more game, which we are about to go into. Excuse me. Which we are about to go into here now as we head on over to game number 4, the last and final game, as well as Morgan Plays. What's good? Welcome to the stream. As that being said, guys, again, there's a giveaway going on. So if you do want to enter the giveaway, go ahead, leave a like, subscribe, screenshot it, and send it on over to the server that is pinned in the chat if you want to join the giveaway. But as well, with that being said, we are going to be right back. So do stay tuned for the next game. Yeah, I'll see you guys then. Alrighty, guys, we're gonna be heading into the last and final game here tonight. Welcome, everybody. If you are new to the stream, welcome, welcome, welcome. If you want to head on over to Serendipity and join the giveaway, all you gotta do is leave a like, subscribe, take a screenshot, and send it on over to the giveaway channel to enter for the giveaway. It's free and it only takes just a few seconds and a few things to do. But also, with that being said, game 1 went to Shoot to Survive, game 2 went to Rival 6, and game number 3 going to Asian Tees here. So we shall see how game number 4 here goes and who is going to be taking it. So let's see how this does go here. Looking to try to take this one for themselves, as the zone, well, not the zone, the plane does start from the southwest of the military base there, as you can see, going all the way to the north, just a little bit to the west of Stalber there. So we shall see how this game is going to go here now for these teams. So we shall see how this goes. This is the last and final game. Again, if you want to enter the giveaway, leave a like, subscribe, and send your screenshot on over to the giveaway channel in Serendipity's server. So now we shall wait and see what fights we do get, as we do have 3 teams going to military, a few teams going to Pachinki, as well as some to the school and apartments area here, as well as now real Rival 6 taking a knock there. I do believe that is Banger that did get knocked there. Banger is going to be the one knocked, as the likes of Eckers here trading on off. Boots is going to get knocked there, pushing out. He's not really recommended, as Jack is also going to get knocked there. To Rival 6. Rival 6 picking up 2 eliminations. Boops, I guess they just wanted to go out early. Going out early with just 1 HP to your name. Banger not going to get rested either, as now it is a 2v3v1 here in Millie. So we shall see how it is going to continue to play on out here. Golden Phyra taking a fight with Ender. They do take him on out. So now they're going to be looking to hold off the likes of Rival 6. Rival 6 trying to push on up here. Hashlich with the double barrel here. Do believe Sungwoo does get out there. XT pushing on in, trying to get another knock, but now Fall here pushing on up. He has an S12 and an AUG. Lots of players on out, take some shots, but not getting any connections. I think Sungwoo is about to get revived there now by Moneyboy. HexFall is going to push on down here with the S12. Needs start coming out there. But Fall going to be low on HP here now. As Hewitt does get knocked there as well, as Rival 6 picks up 6 eliminations here now. So we do have a couple teams. HexFall versus Rival team, I think it is. As Optimus and Chopper do get taken on out. As now Beam 1 is Nox. Phoenix trying to move on up here to take the fight with them. Phoenix tagged on up here. As Roadgunners Esports taking the fight on as well. As Phoenix teammate Chill Guy trying to move on up over here. He has a Bison. He's going to throw a sticky bomb right in the room there, making sure nobody gets res. As that is going to be Ghost Dog getting that res as Phoenix might be looking to jump on down to regroup with this here. That's Chill Guy tag. Taking those shots on over towards Beam. Not connecting on anyone though, as one does get res there. Not sure if they have any meds. Shoot to survive. Might look to third party, but Sin Reaper's taking a fight over here in Yasnaya with Asian teams. As Red Alert also over here, just down to one player. Asian T's looking for these elims onto the likes of Sin Reaper. Sin Reaper's up to 3 elims, just a duo. Actually, just a solo now. It's now Rain also taking a fight in Pachinki. Snowcat does get taken on out. Chill Guy and Phoenix. Just a duo, and Beam is scared to push on over onto them. They are a full squad, so now they are going to start to do so. Rain over here taking a fight. They are just down to Docky and here. User going to get knocked there by SIL. SIL low on HP. Real Gunners Esports taking a knock from Phyra. Knock on the SIL. Might look to push on to Docky now. DBS in hand of Ying. Looking to push on up here now. Taking shots, but not green. Do believe are out now. Docky being the last one standing. New Era might be looking to take the push onto Real Gunners Esports. Now they are just a duo or true. We're gonna head on over here towards Shoot to Survive, pushing on over by Broken Spirits as Gador gonna get knocked and thirsted there. So they might be looking to camp the bridge here, as Rival 6 does have to cross, but I'm not sure which bridge Rival 6 is gonna cross. 13 teams alive, but we might see Broken Spirits take the fight with Shoot to Survive. Let's see how this does go on here for these teams. Retirados Gaming and what's good Esports getting into it here. Banky does get res, but Banky almost taking a knock there. I do believe that might be another, but sure, and since it eliminated as it is just down to a cool need aren't in here. We're gonna get knocked on Nebby there. Shoot to Survive, pushing on out from the north side of the zone as they do make it to the military island. So they're gonna be looking to chase Bravo 6 down for the #1 spot. They take them on out. Could just clear it for them here. So they might move on over towards Money Boy and Hewitt here. Dark Light on out as Rival 6 up to 6 elims. So Shoot to Survive needs to pick up these elims and possibly the win. Bob's gonna spot out Hewitt here as now Shoot to Survive moving on over there. Here Casper gonna push on over here as well. Hewitt gonna get knocked there by Casper with the seat swap. That is impressive there. Now just down to Sungwoo. Sungwoo just setting, laying low for now. So we shall see how this goes. Shoot to Survive, looking for these elims. New Era looking for the fight with Real Gunners Esports. Wow, it's going to be knocked. They did lose Fishes, as now it is just down to User and Bama Boys. So it's going to be no one taking out User, but trading on off. Now it is just down to Bama Boys. Bama Boys looking to push up on to Flowers there, as he does take Yink out as well. As now just down to 1 HP. Shoot to Survive. Possibly going to look to go back to cross the bridge, as maybe to fight Broken Spirits. Broken Spirits looking to cross as well here now. Shoot to Survive, looking for There's airdrop to loot. Broken Spirits crossing here. That's Klaus and Darklight here. Driving on around. Shall see what happens here. Broken Spirit moving on out towards Shoot to Survive's direction. Might be looking at gatekeeping here as they do spot the hovercraft. Casper's going to be aware of that, calling that out. The rest of Shoot to Survive might be looking to come on back as they are looking to do so to pick up these Elands onto Broken Spirit possibly. Going to stay over here onto Casper and Bob for now until Klaus and Darklight get over there. Casper and Bob, I believe, are taking shots towards the trying to blow it on up. Teddy trying to get it on out of there, but Broken Spirit's trying to get out of there. Klaus, Teddy trying to keep his buggy does lose a tire. Casper and Bob, I mean, definitely calling it out. Hey, they're going to be sitting on the bridge. Klaus and Darklight going to be making their way on over here now. So they are going to spot Teddy out first. Teddy going to hovercraft, jumping in and out of it. Bottom going behind the pillar. Now they're going to have to look to use their needs here. Bob moving on over here to help. Teddy in the water. Going to get beamed by Darklight. Dark. Gotta get that Elam there onto Teddy here. So now it is just down to Reaper and Godkid. Taking some shots towards Darklight with the UMP. Lost them. I'd be careful because they could just be next here. As Shoot to Survive are looking for these kills and the win. Sungwoo still in Military Island right now. Klaus making sure he reloads his gun as Casper and Bob lead in the charge right now. Towards Broken Spirits. Klaus and Darklight moving on up even more here. Klaus jumping out the car here. They're looking to maybe get a knock here onto Reaper or Godkid before continuing pushing up. Klaus might have spotted Reaper there, but they're trying to make sure everything is clear here as someone is driving the buggy along the side as well. That's going to be Casper. Pre-fire shots here as well. And Bob moving on up with the Bugatti. Broken Spirits not in the very best position. Klaus possibly going to be asking them, hey, cover me here as I try to move on up. Klaus going to throw a smoke on out here. So they might be looking to send it on across with the car. Klaus going to take it down low as well. Looking towards Godkid. Klaus looking to go on up. Bob looking to maybe take a knock there. As Godkid is on the side there. Casper as well. Bob making over there. Now they're aware where Godkid is. Klaus making it on over towards the other side here. As Godkid takes some shots. Klaus behind him there. Up. As he's possibly going to start cooking up a need here. Godkid once again gets the knock. Now it's just down to Reaper. Reaper being spotted there. Just down to Reaper. So now Villain's taking a fight with Beam. Reaper setting behind the car. That's going to be Broken Spirits taking on out there. And Shoot to Survive. Trying to and continuing on their fight. Taking out Beam there. Villain's now going to look for their reset. Shoot to Survive. Now going to look to start driving around looking for these Elams. They get the Elams, and if they also get the win, more than likely they're blowing up hovercrafts here, making sure they're not usable. As Sungwoo is still across. He's set in the coop right now. Just waiting as Casper. Who else is this? Casper and Bob might be looking to just hold this bridge here to make sure Sungwoo does not cross, but we shall wait and see. Unless they're going to go with Klaus and Darklight looking for the Elams, which would be better to do. Zone looking to favor the farm area here, being almost more of a donut zone, but we shall see how this does continue to play on out. So Sungwoo's gonna look to go across the other bridge now. And shoot to survive. Looking to gas on up. Looting up even more here. And possibly gonna look to cross the bridge once again to go chase Sungwoo or loot the other airdrop possibly to have another drop looted. But we shall see here as Klaus and Darklight driving across. Casper and Bob looking to do the same, as I think they are more than aware that, hey, Sungwoo's going to cross the other bridge, so let's go to that bridge. Let's go chase him on down. Let's take Rival 6 on out of here. So let's see how this does go here. What's good, Ellie? Welcome to the stream. Vikings Esports now looking to take a fight here on over towards the likes of, I'm not sure who that is over there. What's good, Esports and Asian T's over here as well, looking to join in onto the action. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's see how this does go. Villains up to 10 eliminations. Shoot to survive. Finally getting on over to the other bridge as Sungwoo sitting over there right next to twin compounds. As someone's going to start coming on in. Shoot to survive. Possibly going to start rotating right into Sungwoo here now. Sungwoo's going to be to the right of them. Sungwoo's going to have to rotate right into them now. So we shall see how this does go. Klaus and Darklight looking all around. Possibly going to gatekeep as now the likes of Casper going to start hearing the car. Possibly here soon. Bob might be the one to spot him on out here soon. Say pass him on by. They're going to look to possibly just gatekeep him. That's now Velocities and Real Gunners Esports getting into it here. Velocity get into the tower. User gonna be looking to go for the res onto Bama boys. That's Autumn in the 2-stack. Rest of Velocity in the tower as it's just Linux and Autumn. Sungwoo 3 first aids, looking for the meds to probably just do a hill up. Casper driving around the edge to clear it on out. Villains and Asian T's fight. Asian T's gonna knock off, and as that's gonna be the likes of Vikings Esports taking on out. Shoot to survive. Now making their way around. They have 6 elims. Might be looking to clear out the rest. If they take out Asian T's, that would be another 3. 2 from Real Gunners, 2 from Velocity, 1 from Rival 6, plus the win would do a lot for them. We shall see. So let's see how this does go here now. Shoot to survive, continue to drive on around Sungwoo. I think it's just trying to do a hill off right now for placements to make sure they possibly get first place, as they have 6 elims, the same as Shoot to Survive, but they go out now, or Shoot to Survive, pick up even more elims, plus the win possibly could cause some havoc, as they don't have much of a point difference. As Velocity over here looking towards Asian T's, the next 5 gonna let him drive on by. Shoot to Survive might be the ones to run into Asian T's first. Just might have to wait and see see a zone's going to be closed on here soon. Sungwoo now looking to make his way on back. Shoot to survive. Looking to go clear out that backside for sure. Sungwoo healing on up. Now going to start making his way on in here soon, possibly. We shall see Casper driving on around by the blue barns, make sure no one's there. Sungwoo healing on up with bandages. He has first aid, so not sure what they are doing. But Shoot to Survive just driving around, clearing it all out to see where everybody is, to make sure they get the elims for the team to end off the night well. As Vikings Esports starts taking some shots towards their way, now they're going to be aware what Vikings Esports is, or well, what just the team is for right now. So now Sungwoo making his way on in. He's going to have to be careful here. Shoot to Survive still have a couple on that way, but they're looking to drive on around. Shoot to Survive might run into Asian T's here soon. I say dude. On to own. Now it's just down to tactical. Now they're going to be looking to maybe push on over there. Nucleotide taking the shots on the likes of Shoot to Survive. Dark Light going to be going back. Bob driving on around. They might have just found the last player over here from Rival 6. As he stop here. I'm not sure what the hell is going on. Bob gonna look to go behind the car. Casper looking to come on over here as well. As the rest of Shoot to Survive coming on in. As Shoot to Survive gonna take Rival 6 on out. Rival 6 going out early here. That's gonna be, I do believe, like 3 placement points plus their kills there. Not sure what much of a difference they have. Guys, give me a sec. Take a look. A 13-point difference. So 13 kills. Well, not 13. 9 points onto that. What's that? 22-point difference now. -9. Well, the kills and their points cancel each other. So their kills cancel out. I'm not sure. I don't feel like doing quick math right now. Asian T's do make their way in. Tactical made their way on in. That's Velocity. Vikings Esports also up there. Bob's going to stop as Vikings Esports is over there. Klaus and Dark stopping at the compound as well. So we shall see what they are going to be looking to do here. Let's see how this does go as well, guys. We are going to have the spin right after this game, so do stay tuned for that. Zone continuing to favor where Vikings Esports is, as well as the rest of the zone being the fields, as Shoot to Survive might be looking to crash on in somewhere and force a fight against one of these teams to get the kills. This fight, as Klaus does get knocked there by User, but Nucleotide does get knocked there by Dark. They need to be careful as the car could blow up here. Bam, the boys looking towards his way, but the rest of Shoot to Survive now looking towards Vikings Esports. As Bob gonna hop in the car and might be looking. So we shall see how this goes. Bob's gonna look to throw some smokes out here. As they do look. He's gonna reverse here, trying to use the car for some cover. It's now Klaus. Helmet's almost broken. Vest being a little broken as well. Did get res. Autumn looking to push up onto Tactical here. Both these teams need to make their way on in. Tactical holding off against Autumn. DBS versus the S12. Which one's going to be the superior one? Autumn Or Tactical actually going to be looking to maybe pull a pin. The next one to the other house. Trying to make his way on in. Nate going to go on out there. Autumn going to avoid it. Shoot to survive. Taking the shots onto Real Gunners Esports. They are going to start throwing some smoke out here. They need to make their way more in here. They're looking for these elims. And Nucleotide trying to make his way in as well. Tactical looking his way. Shoot to survive. Gonna be looking to push up onto Real Gunners Esports. Has Darklight with the M249. Taking out Bama Boy's user in the other room. The next fight does get knocked there. So now it is just down to Autumn for Velocity. Klaus almost getting knocked there by Autumn. Klaus gonna look to go on up here first before turning towards Autumn, as that's gonna be Real Gunners Esports eliminated. As Velocity now just down to Autumn. Darklight up to 5 eliminations here. Gonna be looking to throw a nade towards Velocity here. Trying to make sure clear out where they are. Bob driving on by. It's gonna find Autumn here. Autumn with the S12, as that's gonna be shoot to survive. Taking them on out. As shoot to survive take the last and final game. They start off with the win, as now they end off with the win. If they do the report, they reported for stream sniping, so let them pick what they want. Banger, you already know stream sniping isn't against the rules. Any rules? I mean, to be fair, Banger, you guys could have used the stream as well. So I mean, it's kind of you can't hold it that against them, to be honest. Anybody can use it. You just got to figure out the delay. You know, the delay is said and everything like that. But again, with that being said, shoot to survive, picking up 13 eliminations with the win. That might just put them back into the first place, setting in second place after the second and third match. Velocity taking another second place with 1 kill. Velocity just taking second places. No wins tonight for Velocity, but second places with low kill count. I mean, hey, I guess the placement's there, but you need those kills to even just solidify a win for the cash scrim. Because I mean, hey, if you want to win some money, you need to start winning some matches or picking up the second places with about double-digit elims. Because, I mean, shoot to survive with 2 wins, and the other 2 games were 2 top 5s. They had elims plus some placement points. So, I mean, that kept them in the top 2 to now possibly in first. Real Gunners Esports is going to be going out in third there with 7 elimination. Asian T's going out in fourth there with 8. Rival 6 going out in 5th there with 6 eliminations. Villains Esports going out in 6th there with 11. Westgate Esports going out in 7th there with 4. Beam Esports going out in 8th there with 8 eliminations. Now let's take a look at the rest of the results. And after this, well, after looking at stars on the match, we'll do the spin here on the stream, and whoever wins do open a ticket in the server Serendipity. It is pinned in the chat. So now we do get to the bottom. First team eliminated is going to be X-Rated, going out with 0 eliminations to their name. Stars of the matches going Darklight with 6 eliminations, User with Best Companion, and Darklight with the finisher there. As we are going to be right back with the spin, so do stay tuned for that. And yeah, we'll be right back. Alrighty, guys, here we go with the name spin here. Best of luck to everybody for it. So let's see how it does go. So we shall see who the winner is. Winter is going to be the winner. I believe that is Jade, if I'm not wrong. I could be wrong. I'm not sure if Winter is Jade or not. If it's the same Winter, then I assume so. But that is going to be the name spin, and that is going to be the last game for tonight. The scores will be released later on as well. So we shall see. You guys shall see who wins. If I have to guess, it's either Rival 6 or Shoot to Survive. Shoot to Survive based on 2 wins, and Rival 6 with their placement and kills. But with that being said, that's going to be it for me. Appreciate you guys stopping by the stream, and I'll see you guys Thursday. Yeah, Thursday. And yeah, see you guys later.